Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. You are watching The Realtor and we're talking about container homes, why it's gaining momentum in this day and age. Before we went on that very short break, Sanchez, we were talking about interior and you're telling us that you are a very big team here.
Yes,
You say your wife does 1 to 3, you do 1 to 3. But what exactly do you do to ensure that the finishing of this container looks so appealing, looks so homely? How do you do it?
that's a very good question. Actually, when it comes to the interior design, I think that's where now we really involve the client, because at any given time, you want to do a design that is going to please the client and to function for the client. So as I said, I'm an interior designer. My wife also helps in interior design. So the initial stages, what we do, we come up with an interior concept. We come up with how it's going to look, the sitting room, the kitchen. That is after now we've had the plan. So one of the things that we've decided as a company, we want our client to see the house, to feel the house, to know all the materials that are going to be used for finishing even before we do the construction. So we provide a three-dimension. We give them a three-dimension prototype that he is able to see in a 3D way the different rooms, the different tiles that are going to be used. So you are able even to see the tile. You are able to see even where the socket is. We go to an extent of where arranging for you the seats, even putting for you the type of the bed sheet, even before you do the construction. So you are able to see your house, even walk in, zoom in, walk through before you are able to do the construction. So what we do with the finishing, we have to liaise with the client and get to know what is his taste. Now, if we get that the client likes these colors, we are able to put the colors, and they are able to see before even we paint the house and tell them, okay, this is the color you chose, this is how it will look before even we paint. Yeah. Do you see that? If he likes this style, we are able to use, we have now some very nice software this way that we use, like ArchiCAD, SketchUp, that we use to come up with those things. So they're able to see, oh, this is the kind of tile he wants. When you get that tile, we put it in the design. He's able to see, I don't like this one, so we'll be able to change. So it gives somebody something to see before they do the construction. So after we've done that, we come up with the different kitchen designs. And that's where my wife steps in. There's American, there's Italian, there's British, there's old school kitchen. Like this one is an open American. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes. So, and also now that's why, women have another taste when it comes to the kitchen. So I have to really listen to her and get her inputs. So when we do that, is that we are able to show the client. We even design the cabinets. We design everything from the cabinet, lighting. We choose even the lighting system that are going to be in the bedroom, the gypsum design. We come up with all those designs. So you're able to see your room, the interior, before even it's done.
Yeah. So clients hana any chance to doubt the product that you're giving them. Mm-hmm.
Once they see that design, they always tell us, itakuwa hivi. Yeah, like, anzeni. Yeah. Most of the time. Go ahead. Because they are like, if this is how it's going to be, then they are willing to engage. Right. Yeah.
Now, I want us to talk about how this comes up to where it is at the moment. People don't really know if a container home inaweza kuwa na stairs. Explain that to us.
That's a very good question. As I told you, a container is a very stable and very firm material. It is very firm. Even as we look behind here, this container, even without the columns, a container it's been made in a way that it's prefabricated already with corner columns. If you see in a container, you see those corner things, those are columns. That's why you can stack a container on top of another container. And those containers carry even 50 tons and they are stacked on another container and you'll never see it collapsing or breaking. So it's a very strong material. Now, even when you can actually use several containers and make even a house that has like even 3 up to 4 floors. You've seen even some building being done, like flats being done up to 4th floor, being done with container. It's very possible.
That is possible?
It is very possible. I can tell you, even there's a place we've done. If you go to Ashaki, I don't know if you know Ashaki. Yes. That's along, is it the northern bypass? Yes, I'm the one who designed Ashaki. Even the what do you call it? that car place, the car wash place, and the water plant that I've done there. I'm the one who did that. And if you go there, you will see even we did the staircase, not one, but several staircases. Even we've had extended slabs. You can actually put a slab on top of a container. Like this one has a slab, a shutter slab. So this house, it is going to have a normal standard stairway that is going to take us to the first floor that now goes to the master bedroom and the other 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm interested to know, and maybe the viewer is also interested to know, how exactly do you stack these things? Because when there's heavy wind, kama tumesimama hapa, you know, me mwenyewe, the upepo is going with me.
Yes.
But now I'm interested to know, what are you using kukiwa na mvua kali, mvua kubwa kabisa, that this thing is not tampered with, the rains doesn't tamper with these container homes? How are you doing it exactly?
To make it firmly in one place or what? I want to find out. So that is not taken away by wind. Okay, even if you want to put a container here without anything, it won't go anywhere because I've told you already it's very heavy. You see, like the base of the container is like a prefabricated foundation already. Most of the time, the container has a prefabricated slab, sort of a slab. So it's heavy on the bottom side. So it's not something that can easily be like carried away by wind. It's a very stable thing. That's why you can even put it somewhere. The only thing we do is this. We have to make sure that the foundation is very level and stable. How do I achieve this? I told you earlier that you have to we make what you call piers or studs. And these studs are so stable because the studding, like let's say, which I'll be able to show you later on, it's like a column that is from, we dig a footing to the base, like a small foundation, studs, and they go to the, what you call it, bedrock. You see, like now, like in this area of Kitengela, the bedrock is almost 2 feet from. So we just have to get the bedrock and put the studs, and it's supposed to be on the 4 corners of the container, because that's where now we have the prefabricated, what do you call it, column. So it merges with the studs. And maybe we put some at the center so that we are able to make sure that even at the center there's no vibration launch. So if you make sure that you've just done that, and you make the ground to be level, there's nowhere the container is going to go.
It doesn't move.
It won't move even an inch.
Yeah, and that is just to convince the viewer who is considering the containers that hautasongesha na upepo. Now, Sanchez, would you say that container homes are better than now conventional homes, if it is anything to go by?
Okay, just like saying now some of the advantages of container homes than the typical house. Okay, for one thing I can tell you that for a container, it is cost effective. It's very cheap and very affordable. I can tell you, for instance, the foundation of a typical home will cost you like 700 to even 1 million Kenya shillings. A foundation alone of a typical stone house. A 3-bedroom, let's say, for instance, it can cost like 700 to 1.2 million. But this foundation costs only like, sometimes it doesn't cost anything. I just need to put the studs. Sometimes even we put on a flat level land. If I go to a place where they have red soil, I don't need to do anything. I just need to level the land, maybe do some compression, and then I put the container. So if you compare the foundation of this, the container house and the normal typical home, this one is very cheap, way cheaper. So, and another thing I can say that container houses are versatile, and they can be customized to you, the kind
your taste. So whether you live in a conventional home or a container home is one and the same?
Yes, because for a container, I can actually design any design that you want. Do you see that? If I were to show you some of the design we do, you'll be so shocked, because containers are very easy to design. And one of the other things I can say about containers, they're very durable. You cannot compare a container to like a timber house or a brick house. A container will last more. You know, people think containers don't last. A normal container can last up to 50 years.
Bricks here sometimes in a crack.
There's a crack. Now, when there's a tremor, bricks collapse.
So talk to us about the challenges that you face when dealing with container homes as compared to now conventional homes or stone homes.
So one of the challenges is that, you know what, with containers sometimes when they come here, you really don't know what they were being used for. So sometimes they can cause health hazards. Because some of these containers are used to carry very toxic elements before they come. Because they are shipping containers. So they are used to ship things that are maybe very dangerous. So sometimes you are given a container to start and you are seeing these things like looks like grease or lime and you don't know what it is. And sometimes we have to bring guys who know those types of things to tell us this is a very bad thing, or we have to go really be very cautious about it. And then another thing about containers, they have a tendency of rusting if it's not well taken care of. So that means they must be constantly be taken care of by maybe checking the insulation at every time, servicing, constant servicing. So that's some of the things that I can say that are the cons and pros.
Which one is better for you? Is it dealing with conventional ama is it kujenga mawe?
Man, both of them. I like dealing with both of them. I have no problem. But when it comes to like timelines, the container is the best because you are able to do it with the shortest time possible. Yeah, it's easier to come out to construct a container house than a conventional house.
Amazing, Sanchez.
Yes.
So as we close, where can our viewer find you if they're considering now to venture into container homes? How can they reach you?
Okay, we have our offices in Ashaki. You can come at Ashaki, first floor, and just ask for Engineer Sanchez. Or we can give you our contact. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter. You just go and search Dogskills Designs. It was supposed to be Godskills, but the person who's doing name search for us changed the name to Dogskills. So you just check Dogskills Designs, and my telephone numbers are 0727216880 or 07129852217.
All right, thank you so much, Sanchez, for the great insights that you've given us on this particular episode. We have learned a lot. You've had what Sanchez has said, it's affordable, it's durable, it's sustainable, that is container home. So if it's something you're considering, then hit him up. That's it for this week's episode of The Realtor. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Anne Odida and we'll see you on the next episode.